It's always good to, get recognized for your performance on the field. It's not the first time that I've been able to get that honor. I mean, this season it is, but I mean, like I said, it's always good to get recognition for your performance. But I mean, it's nothing really. I got to come out next week and even correct on the mistakes that I had last week. So, I mean, it's just always room for improvement.
When you look at the entire defense, what are you most impressed with so far?
I like the way that we run into the ball. I mean, the way when you watch the film and you see how many guys are around the ball at the end of the play, it's almost scary, man. We have at least 9, 10 hats in on every play. So to be able to have that type of pursuit overall as a defense is going to help us out a lot.
What's been the difference this year than last year?
I mean, just we've refocused on on what we had to do and what was important. Our mentality this year is that we don't have to have a complex defense to be good. We can run a couple of plays, and as long as we master those plays and have those down a lot, and everybody runs to the ball, we can be a great defense.
As far as the linebacker core goes, losing Lyons, what does that do to you guys?
I mean, our depth was never really that big anyway. But to have somebody like Terrance go down, who could have been a really key player this year, I mean, it's the next guy up. I mean, that's just kind of the way the game goes. So somebody else is going to have to fill in for him at his position, and I mean, we're going to have to keep the ball rolling.
When you look at other guys, obviously everybody knew about you, what you could do with Reggie, with Jalen. But for the other guys to be stepping up, the younger guys, as well as some older guys like Northrop, could be stepping up. How big is that for this defense?
I mean, it's big time. We recruit talent every year, and I mean, we've had guys that's waiting on their opportunity, and they've got their shot now, and they're making plays, and they're getting their name out there. So, I mean, we've always known what these guys could do. It was just a matter of them going out on the field and proving themselves, more or less.
Where can you see this defense getting better?
Oh, everywhere. Our defense, from our defensive line to our secondary, we're improving everywhere. Even with the rotation that we have at D line, it keeps those guys fresh. So those guys getting pressure on the quarterback all night long, which helps us at linebacker. Frees us up to be able to scrape and shuffle. Go sideline to sideline and make the plays we have to. And then our secondary, them holding guys to really no passing yards in games like that. We've just improved everywhere across the board.
Is this a good time for the bye week, knowing that you have 9 straight games after this?
I mean, yeah, it is because we've had a pretty crazy schedule. We had the 11:30 game, and then to come right back and play the Friday game, it kind of threw things off the schedule. So to get back in and have this bye week to get everything back in order, it's a good time.
And you've got a tough meat of that conference schedule. Is it good to kind of reset and readjust before you hit that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we get to reset, like I said, and get to focus on the guys that we have coming up. So we'll use this week to prepare for a lot of different opponents, including Wake Forest, next week. But it gives us extra time to, get our feet wet with some of the other opponents that we have.
The guys we're talking about, there's so much depth in the secondary and there's so much depth in the defensive line. You even said it yourself, linebacker's about the only place where there isn't a ton of depth. Do you guys feel a little bit of extra pressure because of that?
I mean, not really. We have enough guys in the position in the group to get the job done. So I mean, if some guys have to play more plays than others, then I mean that's just what we have to do. But we do have enough guys at that position to get where we need to go.
Finally, for me, you guys have been so much better on third down. Why is that?
Because of first and second down. I mean, we're putting teams in a position where they have no choice but to try and make those type of plays. And when you can put them in predictable situations, you can put pressure on them and make them not be able to complete those third downs or convert on them third downs.
Yeah, Nate brought that up too, and we kind of talked about Boston College. It's a team that loves to run 3 yard in a cloud of dust. Third manageable, third man. How big was that on Friday to kind of get them out of that, have them in 3rd and 5 and 6 and 7?
I mean, when you can get them for no yardage plays or even loss of yardage plays, it changes the way they have to call the game. So to be able to stop them on first and second down was big time because they couldn't just run the ball on us every down and get the third down and even try to run it then. They had to pass on third downs and things like that, which made them more predictable and allowed us to make the calls we needed to make.
You know, there's always things you can do better, but overall, is the defense pretty happy with where they are right now?
Like you said, it's always room for improvement. But as of right now, we're at a good starting point. We're building a good foundation for what this defense will become in the next couple of weeks. But it's always room for improvement. We know we're close to where we're going to be.
All right. You got one more?
Just one more. That shutout, first time since 2013, first road one since 2003. What does that do for this defense?
I mean, it just adds a little extra confidence. We always known that what type of defense we were, but to be able to go out there and show it and prove it on national TV and get the shutout against Boston College, which is a pretty good offense. I mean, we haven't shut those guys out for a couple of years, but to go up there in their house and do it, it just gives guys the extra confidence knowing that what we're doing is working. You know what I mean?